What's going on, everybody? Let me turn that light on there. So now, today is a beautiful day. It's in the 70s, I believe. If it ain't yet, it's going to be. Unfortunately, it's not a beautiful day for me because I am fixing the water leak on my house. I mentioned it, I think, yesterday. I got to crawl under my crawl space, fix my water leak. I found a brown recluse out there at the water meter the other day when I was checking to see if I had a leak. The best way to check if you have a leak is go see if your water meter's turning when all the water is off. So I knew it was a hot water leak anyway, so I shut my hot water valve off in the house. The meter does not spin. I turned the hot water valve on and then the meter will spin. So I knew I had a leak. So the thing is, when I flipped open the meter box out there in the front by the road, this is what I found. Let me show you. Instead of the little video I made, I'll just go ahead and put the pictures up here. Yes, this is a black widow. It's a southern black widow, a huge, the absolute biggest black widow spider I've ever seen in my life. Ever. Okay? I squished it. It looks like a spoonful of peanut butter. That's how much came out of that big sucker. So, here's the thing. I mean, I did look it up because I wasn't sure. I always get confused sometimes. Is the bow tie on the belly or is it on the back? Because there's another spider that has a bow tie on its back, but it's not a black widow and they're not poisonous. But they look just alike other than one's belly, one's back. Black widows have them on their belly. So if you see one that's just all black and you don't see no markings because you can't see its belly, it's a black widow. But then I obviously got pictures of the belly when it turned over because I think they want to let you know they're a black widow. So he crawled upside down on his web to show me his belly. But I squished it in. So anyway, I get underneath there to open up my access panel and move the access panel door for the first time in 8 years probably. And look at the cobwebs I see. Not to mention, there's a black spider that looks like a black widow running as soon as I opened it. But it had the bow tie on the back. I still squished his punk ass. Now, I got to get in there. I found the leak. It's right in there. So obviously, I cleaned out the cobwebs. I'll show you this picture where it's clean. Took care of that somewhat. That don't mean they're not in there. I just ain't happy about it. But I can't go hiring a plumber just to come out, being that I did find a leak. It's right on the other side of the beam in there. I do got to crawl in 10 feet or so to get to it. And I'm hoping I can because my back is bad. And I got to army crawl, get under the beam. I'm going to put a whole blanket down. I got to cut out the T-fitting that's there that tightens in. It was an old school pressure fitting that tightens in. And then I got to hope there's enough pipe that I can just put in the SharkBite is what it's called. It's a SharkBite pressure fitting. You literally just cut off the pipe, take out the old one. You just slide these in. You don't tighten. You don't do nothing. You just pop them in and they lock. So, and they work. They're rather expensive fittings, but they work. But I'm waiting on my wife to get back home from her doctor appointment so I can run and pick up the right one. I got to get under there and cut the other one off still. Yeah, I'm just taking a break right now. Now, let's get to the RC stuff while we're on this break. I know I gave you all the wheelies on that spider. That was a huge black widow. Oh my God. To be honest, I probably wouldn't have squished him, but I wasn't sure yet. I was still thinking it might not be the black widow. I was like, it might be the other one that looks like him. But I'm going to be quick. I took my foot and as quick as possible, said splat. No second chances, no mistakes. I got him. And that was, anyway, moving on. So now, the reason we're still looking at this light kit, I'm not installing it right now or nothing. This is going to be on another day. Eric reached out to me when he watched the video, and he noticed that there was something missing in the order. I mentioned how this is supposed to have bright headlights and all that. Well, these are just your regular headlights in the kit. Okay, I got the regular light kit that goes in the vehicle. Then I got a rock light kit, which I did check, Eric. There's nothing else in there but your 4 rock lights. Okay, and then it come with the spotlights up here, right here, and then an extra pack that was not in, all this stuff was in this one package. Sorry. This came separate. He ordered it separate because it has the amber instead of the white, clear. So the thing that's missing is the headlights are supposed to be super bright because he ordered the other style that looks more like these rock lights and stuff. It's, you know, got the circuit board instead of just a bulb. He ordered those and they didn't come. So he's already reached out to them. I'm sure they're taking care of it and they'll be here. When they come, then we're going to go through this whole light kit project, and we will install the My Trick RC lights, and I will film the entire thing. There might be some fast forward and some choppy, crappy editing, but for the most part, I will try to film the installation instead of cutting through all of it. Now, I might cut through some of it, but I don't want a 45-minute video, and it's going to take a while, so there's going to be some cutting, but I'll try to get most of the work as well. So now, let me move all this stuff so we can move on to the actual video now. Jeez. So, alright, who wants to come along for the ride? Now, I have another access panel on the other side of this porch that's even smaller, but it's way over where I don't need to go in at, obviously. We got lucky here. This one takes me right where I need to go. The only thing that would have been easier is if it was all the way at the edge here. I put me a piece of plywood in. You can tell I cleaned out the webs yesterday. This was bad. So basically got to go all the way over there to where the plumbing pipe is. On the ground there, the drain. And right above it, I can't see from here, but right above it is where the leak is. I know what I got to take out and everything. So we're going to get in there. We're just going to take it out. Man, I hate crawling in there. My back is what kills me. I ain't worried about the spiders. We got that and that. I'm going to spread out this old sheet. I should just wrap myself in it and go. No. It's alright. I got in there. We got it out. And you can see here, this thing's been in there for quite some time. But if you look at this one here, it's been cross-threaded from the get-go, or it's cracked and broken, looks crooked now. You see what I'm talking about? On the other one, it's nice tonight. This one up here, they're all nice and snug. This one, gap on that side, snug on that side. So she's either broke, or it was cross-threaded from day one, years ago. So anyway, we're just going to get a SharkBite. There's enough play in the lines. You just take those and you slide them right in and they lock. Slide them in, they lock. When the water's on and there's pressure, they lock even tighter. So, quick update while my wife is in the post office. We just left the hardware store. Now, this is what you call a SharkBite. These, you just slide a pipe right on and they lock in place. Alright, there's the new one. Let's go see if it leaks and hope the top one don't next. Well, the top one's on right now, the cold. So it's good. Anyway, let's go check it out. I don't recommend it on gray pipe, but gluing elbows and T's doesn't stay on this stuff either once it's old. This is a lot better than that. We'll find out anyway. Let's see. And that, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's how it's done. Alright. Well, alright, y'all. We got it all buttoned up. The leaks are fixed. Leak is fixed. So, didn't mean to bore you guys with another non-RC video. Just a little home repair. The reason I show these things is because there might be one person that needed to see that. You know, maybe they thought about buying them things, just wasn't sure, whatever. Yes, they work. They work great. They're expensive, but they work great. That one T was $17 and something. So when you're doing your entire house, it's going to add up if you use those. But, I mean, again, no tools. Once I cut the other one off there clean, I didn't need any tools after that. Just slide it on, you're done. So, there you go. And again, the reason I shared that video, maybe somebody need to see it. My number 2 rated video on my channel. You know, I'm not no big channel. I don't have these hundreds of thousands of views and all that shit. I do have a video with over 84,000 views, and I got all those views before I was monetized, so I didn't make nothing off that deal. But anyway, my second top video is not even my RC video. It's me putting in a headlight bulb on my mother-in-law's Malibu outside, because you have to remove the front bumper to change the headlight. That video has over 40-something thousand views, which for me is just tremendous. I'm a little guy, so anyway, I never expected that little video to get more than a couple hundred people that needed to see that. Turns out it's a very common problem people want to know about, so 43,000 or something like that have looked at that, and a lot of them have commented to me saying thank you. So anyway, maybe somebody's got a broken gray water pipe and they're not sure if they can use a SharkBite or not because the man at the hardware store says no, you cannot use it. I'm going to tell you right now, yes you can. Just make sure you cut your pipe a nice clean straight cut. Make sure there is no cracks in that pipe, because sometimes when you use like PVC cutters, you squeeze them like pliers and they clamp and they go through and they... When you use those on that pipe is so thin that it could crack. You have to be super careful. Maybe just use your utility knife to cut them. But they will work. So anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, share, comment. Click on the link in the description below. And I don't even know if there is a link in there. Sure, there's a link in there. I fixed my plumbing, so I'm going to put the FMS link in the bottom of the description below. And we will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.